Man United playing Arsenal at Old Trafford, right? Let's be totally honest. I normally look forward to it. Doesn't really matter what's going on in our club. We've always had their number. Not the feeling I've got going into this game on Sunday. This is going to be my starting 11 video. Change is needed. Absolutely change is needed. You can't start the same players that got pumped by Palace. And a little bit of a change in approach. Don't know whether that's going to happen. I'm going to run through the starting 11, my prediction, everything in between. You can let me know what your prediction and your starting 11 is in the comments. And please do, ladies and gents, drop a like on the video. We've always had Arsenal's number, man. Like, look at this. It doesn't matter what form we're in, what situation we're in. I remember when it was, wasn't it when Rashford scored 2? After he scored 2 against Midfield and then played Arsenal at the weekend. And they were like title chasing, they were top of the league. They've only beaten us once there. In a long, old time. Yet I don't have that confidence going into Sunday that there is going to be a win for Man United. Spoiler alert. The way that we're playing right now. Like that game against Crystal Palace was the lowest of the low because Palace have only played 11 games under Glasner, right? Everybody's on the same wavelength. Of course, injuries, XYZ, blah, blah. And I know about mitigating circumstances, but it doesn't justify that level of performance, all right? And this team here, it was not a team there that started against Crystal Palace. You obviously have Mason Mount in there for Bruno. Eriksen, yeah, he was alongside him. Garnacho, Haaland, Anthony there. I think that's what the team was. Boy, do we need changes in this team. Erik, you need changes. You can't put that out. You can't put out that same 11 against this Arsenal and expect us to get a result. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what 11 he could put out to get us a result. But one thing that absolutely has to change is something needs to give it centre-back. Now, the issue is, who can we even play there? Lindelof not fit. Maguire's not fit. Martinez isn't fit. Great. So that's those 3 gone. Rafa Varane, pretty sure he's not fit either. Who else? Luke Shaw, he could play an auxiliary centre-back. He's not fit. Johnny Evans, I don't even know Johnny Evans was fit for the game. Point here is that we do not have many options. But one thing that needs to happen is this. Whatever the option is, it's not Casemiro at centre-back. This guy is completely shot. All confidence gone. Any sort of form has never been there this season. Physically, mentally, every single box has got a red flag in with Casemiro. Now, Erik Ten Hag could be stubborn and could play him there. I don't think that's a wise idea. Not against this Arsenal team, which are going to play fluid, wonderful football. Odegaard is going to have so much space in that space in midfield that we just vacate. This space here. Odegaard is going to feast in there. I don't really think that's going to change or stop. I think that's just going to happen in the game on Sunday. But I don't want to see him there. And look, if he's fit, I think having an athlete like Campbell in there would help. Because we need some physical output here against Arsenal. We were so timid, so tepid against Palace. And they will just walk all over us. If they're probably going to do that anyway, right? I don't have a solution here. That's the issue. There's no solution to Man United's woes right now. Not with the 11 players that we got available. That's something that I'm guessing the reason that Dalot played right back against Palace was because the concept of it maybe gave us a little bit more impetus going forward, but we had absolutely none. Just keep Dalot at left back. Wan-Bissaka should not play left back. Now, you might put him there because maybe Saka. I mean, look, Arsenal just have dangerous players. Right, this isn't a team that you can just stop one individual and go, oh, great. They're just a very good, cohesive, collective team. Probably one of the best defenses in Europe right now, and I don't know how we're going to get through it. But I don't want Casemiro in this starting 11. And this is where I would make a change, right? I know Amrabat has got plenty of criticism this season, and I don't think he's the long-term solution. However, if I'm looking at the form of Casemiro right now, and I'm looking at everything that's going on, I am starting Amrabat, and I'm starting him deepest, right? Just do. I don't know how many times I've got to say this season. It must just be a job. It must just be tasked with not doing it, but just stay in that area. Imagine we just had a central midfielder who just stayed in that box. Amrabat. Oh, my bad. Get off my screen. Amrabat just shifted, screened his 2 defenders, ran up there, engaged in this area, but didn't get dragged over there. Didn't man mark, just engaged inside this space, almost like a zonal positioning. And then you've got Mainu in front of him. And then you got Bruno, who I think will be fit for this game. There's no way that Bruno misses 2 games with that hand injury. Just try and shore up that space in front of defence. I don't know how many times I've got to say it, to the point where I don't think it's going to happen, if I'm being completely honest. But if what I would love to see happens, this is probably not really a predicted 11. This is what Sam would like to see 11. Bruno and Manu as the 2 number 8s. Manu having more of a natural ability to cover the space in midfield. Bruno always thinking about the ball going forward. And Amrabat, just stay in front of the defence. Don't really move, just stay in front of the defence. Try and close the gaps there. And of course, you could, if you wanted to, put Mason Mount in the start 11 and Mount alongside Bruno with Manu as the deepest. It's a possibility. All right, it's a possibility. And maybe that would happen. It would be a little bit more aggressive. And let's truth be told, Ten Hag technically always goes for the aggressive option. So this is probably what would happen if they're both fit. Don't quite know. Up front, though, there's 2 obvious positions, right? I don't think Højlund changes. I don't think Garnacho changes. But I do think that right wing position changes. I hope that it changes. And I'm putting Ahmad there instead of Anthony. And I'm putting that down because of technical ability with the ball at his feet. That's the reason I'm choosing Ahmad. I said this for the Crystal Palace game. It didn't happen. I think I was right, and I'm going to repeat it again. Ahmad is somebody who, instead of going for that, and this is the thing, Ten Hag has been so, people talk about, Ten Hag's got his favourites, blah, blah, blah. He always doesn't give Ahmad any chance. It's not about favourite individuals. It's about him being a favouritist towards his system. That fast transitional burst. And that's where Anthony suits that system more than Ahmad. But Ahmad is somebody who will slow the game down, who will take a little deft touch, who will bring it back, then pass it into the middle, instead of just trying to somehow beat the fullback and run in the space behind. That's why Anthony keeps getting played. That's the starting 11. Not that I would like to see, but the starting 11 out of, in this shit sandwich, that's the starting 11 I would go. If they are fit. Cambuela, if he's fit. Amrabat playing. Manu and Bruno. Again, just drop the team deeper, man. You know what we've been saying all season long about being compact, which is the opposite of what we've done. But if we, I'm not saying that we should try and sit on our own halfway line and just try and defend against this Arsenal team. Because I think if we do that, they're just going to break us down. I'll be honest, I think we're going to lose anyway. My prediction for this game is, I think it'll be 3-1 to Arsenal. Best defensive unit in Europe, Saliba and Gabriel. Just this Arsenal team. Declan Rice completing that midfield. Odegaard. There's a reason that Arsenal are in a title race. Now, I would love to see history repeat itself. I'm not confident of it. Happy to be proven wrong. Would love to come back here with a match reaction of me being completely proven wrong, but that would be my starting 11. I think we're going to lose 3-1. Can we just end the Premier League season now?